Hello, dear friends. In this question video lecture, we are going to discuss some of the questions based on functions in Python. So, in every paper, like 2 or 3 questions are going to come from this particular part, and there are 18 MCQ that are going to come in your final exam. So, from each topic, we are going to discuss 20 to 30 important questions in this series. If you are watching these videos regularly, definitely you are going to get benefited out of these while you are preparing for computer science board classes. Let us move ahead to the question. This is our first question. Suppose there are lists such that L234. If we want to print this list in reverse order, which of the following methods should be used? So you have to remember all the list methods and their return type, how they are being called, or what is the syntax of those methods. Let us see the option for this particular question. For printing list in reverse order, there is a function called reverse in which it takes the argument like list. So if you pass list to this function reverse, you will get the list in reverse order. Let us see the question number second. Which of the following function is the use of the function in Python? Which of the following is the use of function in Python? Functions are reusable piece of program. Yes, we can call them multiple times. So code reuse ability is there with the function don't provide better modularity for the application. uh, don't provide better modularity. No, you cannot also create your own function. No, we can create our own functions. There are two type of functions in Python, like built-in function and you have user defined functions. So built-in functions are those functions which are provided by the Python or declared inside the module which we import in our uh, program. So option number A will be correct for this second question. Functions are reusable piece of program. Let us see the third question. Which are the advantages of the functions, or what are the advantage of the functions in the Python? Let us see the options. Reduce the duplication of code. Yes, if you want to do some task multiple times, we need not to write that code again and again. We will make that function for that particular task and call it whenever we require to perform that function. Decomposing complex problem into smaller pieces. Yes, modularity is also an example of or a feature of function, because if you divide the code in a small segment, and then it becomes easy to handle. Improve clarity of the code. Yes, obviously, if your code is modular or hierarchical or divided into a small code segment, then it becomes more clear to read and understand. So all of the mentioned will be the answer for question number third. This will be the answer. Which of the following are advantages of functions in Python? What is the variable defined outside a function referred as? If you are defining a function, a variable in starting of your program, that is referred as a global variable. A variable defined inside a function is called what? Local variable. Okay, let us go for the fifth question. How are variable length argument specified in the function header? Okay, function heading. So let us see the answer. One star followed by the valid identifier, one underscore followed by the valid identifier, two star followed by the valid identifier, or two underscore followed by the valid identifier. So how do we declare a variable length argument function? We will write def, then we will write the function name. We will write function name, and after that inside parenthesis what I write? Star and a variable name, that is valid identifier, and then we will put colon. So first option is correct, one star followed by the valid identifier. Now what is the rule of valid identifier? It should not be a keyword, it should not contain any special symbol other than underscore, it should not start with a digit, or it should not contain space in it. And what is identifier? A name given to a variable or a function or class or object. So all the name which user gives inside the function, that are called identifiers. Let us go for question number sixth. If return statement is not used in a function, the function will return, it is going to return a none object. Okay, nothing is going to be returned if you are not going to use a return statement. Let us go for the next question. Which of the following function call will cause an error while invoking a function header like def test ab? So def test av, if you pass, these are the positional parameters, no issue in that. And test a equal to 10, b equal to 20, so these are called what, keyword arguments, there is also no issue, you can pass it like that. But whenever you are passing it like a test a equal to 10 and b, there is a problem because you cannot give default value first and after that uh, the values which are not default. That default values must be given from right to left. Okay, so first b will should have the default value and then a should have. So there you are providing value, this becomes the positional parameter and that becomes the keyword argument, no issue in that. That is going to create an error because here you are not specifying value for b, but you do not have default value for b in the function header. Okay, so there is a problem in option C. Go for the question number 9. Which function header statement is correct? Let us see that. Def interest. Okay, there you have the default value in between where you left the right most parameter without giving the default value, that is going to be wrong. Okay, define interest, where there also you have given the default value for these two left parameters, but left you have not given the default value for rate. But while giving the default values you have to start from right to left. So this particular thing is correct, D option is correct. Here also you have left the last parameter rate and not given the default value for that, so this also wrong. So these three are wrong, option D is correct for ninth question. What is a variable defined inside a function referred as? So inside function all the variable are referred as local variable. Okay, so inside any block if you are defining a variable, that is called what, local variable. If you are defining a variable outside any block or in the starting of the program, that is called what, global variable. If you want to access a global variable inside any function, then it should be declared again with the use of global keyword. Which of the given argument type can be skipped from the function call? So if your function header has default argument, then you can skip the value for that particular argument in your function call. Okay, uh, definitely you will have one question from the type of argument in a function, so that is very important topic, you have to study it very properly. Definitely you are going to get 2-3 marks question from there, or scope of the variable, you high chance you will get a question from there. Okay, go for a name inside a parenthesis of a function header that can receive a value, that is called what, parameter. That is called what, parameter. Inside function header what are the name given, that is called what, parameter. Okay, so like you have here function header, so these av are called what, parameter. Okay, in Python which is the correct method to load a module math? So how will you load a module math? You have to use a keyword called import. Okay, so you can also write like import or from math. Okay, import star if you want all the methods from the math module inside your program. Otherwise you can also specify list of methods by comma separated names to import that particular method inside your program. So that B option is correct, and this is another way of importing a module into your program. Let us go for question number 14. Function created by user is called user defined function. What they are called, user defined function. Let us go division of large program into smaller program. These smaller program is called what, functions. What they are called, functions. Okay, this is a definition of function. Which of the following is not a type conversion function? So there you have int for integer conversion, that is called integer constructor, string for string conversion, float for floating point conversion. But input function is used to take the input from the standard input stream, that is keyboard. So this is not a type conversion function. Question number 17. What type of error is returned by the following statement? Okay, so int, if you give a value that is convertible into number, that can be converted in number, but here we are specifying string and trying to convert it in integer, it is going to give us value error, and that too generated by the int function, not by the print function. The process of dividing a computer program into separate independent block of codes with different names and specific functionality is known as functions, or also that is called what? Modular programming. That is called modular programming. The process of dividing computer program into separate independent block of codes with different names and specific functionality is known as modular programming. Advantage of using functions are reusability of code. Yes, divide a complex problem into smaller ones, solve them individually, and combine the output of all those smaller pieces, smaller problem to get the final output of bigger problem. Reduce the chance of error, obviously, because we are going to handle a small segment of problem at a time. Okay, so all the above will be the correct answer. These all are advantages of using functions inside your program. Can be defined as named group of instructions that accomplish a specific task when it is invoked. That is also called what? Function. Let us go for the next question. Functions which can be used directly in a program are stored in our main library. Okay, next is what? Write the output of the following uh, print float. So if you write like this, float is going to generate a value that is called 0.0. So the answer will be B, correct. Okay, write the output of the following. So max function is defined on tuples, and if you specify values inside it or give a tuple to it, that is going to give a maximum value out of that tuple. So what is the maximum value here? 29, I hope. 2, 5, 4, 8, 29, 24. So 29 is the maximum value. Write the output of the following. Print min. Again, you have the tuple inside it. Out of all these, you need to compare. So capital H will have the same value and small h will have higher, because capital A will start from what? 65, and small a will start from 97. So their ASCII value are compared, and these are the ASCII value for the characters. ASCII is what? ASCII. Okay, so this is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So H is equal, okay, E is also equal, and then LL is equal, but it has O extra. Okay, so this is going to be the output, HELL. This is going to be the output for 25 question. Question number 26. Write the output of the following. Round function will round off the number, and they take two argument, the number and up to the decimal place you want to round. So if you round it up to 2 decimal place, it will see the next number to which you are rounding. So after decimal up to 2 digit you are rounding, next digit if it is 5 or greater than 5, so if it is 5 or equal to 5 or greater than 5, then 1 will be forwarded to the next number. So output will be 34.57. If it is less than 5, then it is not going to forward that or add one number to the last decimal place to which you are rounding. So here also you are rounding up to 2 places. So the output will be 34.36, but here you will have the output like 34.57. Let us see the answer. So 34.57 and 34.36, that will be the correct answer. Okay, next is write the output of the following. Int is going to generate 0. Okay, so here this int function is going to generate what? 0. Next, write the output of the following. String is not going to generate any output because it is a null string, and null string it is not getting printed, so you are not going to get any output for that particular code. Okay, so that's it in this video. Thank you for patient listening. I hope you people are preparing very well, and I wish all the best for your exams. Do hard work. You will get easily 70 out of 70 in computer science. Very less hard work in comparison to other physics, chemistry, and maths. So I want you to regular study. And that's it in this video. Have a nice day.